Good afternoon, everyone. Working on a 2015 Sprinter here, and I had to do some work on the interior, and I wanted to learn how to get these dashes apart, the upper part. I had to do some work down low, and the main thrust of this job was this tube that goes up behind here and goes up to the air conditioner, and it drains out the water, the condensed water, out over the transmission when you're driving. And I found a bug in there clogging everything up. Then I wanted to go up top. There was some chewing gum that got stuck over here from the previous owner, so I wanted to take everything apart and clean it. So found a couple videos, or one video that showed some of these upper pieces on how to take them apart, and I thought maybe I'd condense it down for you in a nice tight format. So what basically I did after watching his video, I took a small pry bar. Now this one's metal. I would recommend using something firm but plastic, and you go in here and you pry off gently the cover for the radio, and I popped it in there gently, and this guy, when he comes off, this is what he looks like on the back. He's got snap clips. As you can see, there are two at the top, and there's a couple of, at the top here you can see there's a couple of little hooks too, and so be gentle getting that off. And then the snap clips really just pop that guy out, and there's a couple electrical connectors for your controls down there. At that point, once that's off, you can access screws for this panel here. This panel has two screws, one down low and one right here. And then this panel, after the screws are loose, it pulls back, and it has teeth on it that angle forward. So those drop in right up top there, and they go in like that, and they set down in there. Then you push it in, and it's got three little snap tabs on the side. So that comes out quite easily once you know the sequence. And excuse me, let me put this in back. Once you've got your control faceplate off, you pull off both of your side pieces here. Then you can get to the screw on top that holds the glove box top piece here, and you can see right in here there's going to be one screw, and there's also a couple in the front right here and here that are concealed by the front radio fascia trim. So once that guy's out, he kind of lifts up, and there's a little panel in front, and it came off with it, and that panel snaps down into the front of there. But once I released this glove box, that panel just kind of fell out in my hands, and so that little guy has some claws on him, and I don't know if you can see all those little claws and tangs and stuff, but anyway, he just kind of pulled out once that glove box came out. Then at that point, you want to take off this little dash cover here, and the defroster vent comes with it. So where you start is you start over here with 2 screws right there, and then you move over to the side, and you gently want to get under this guy with a pick or something to that nature, and you pop out the speaker cover. And the speaker cover, he has claws on him too. And let me see if I can get a good shot of him. So gently work on him, and then you'll be to the point where, in order to get this guy out, you've got to remove your A-pillar, excuse my finger there, your A-pillar piece. And the A-pillar guy, he pulls out straight off, and you can see the there's a guide pin and the little white snap clip there, another snap push pin clip or whatever you want to call it, and another one there. And that guy also rests down. You can see that little leg of his where it kind of pulls out like that. It's pretty far down in there. I don't know if I can see that, but you'll see it when you get down in there, and it kind of has a little, it has a little claw on the ends, or a little foot on it there. So once that comes out, then there's 2 more screws for this dash cover panel here. One is right here, and the other one is way down in there. It's hard to see. It's right down, I think I can feel it there. Okay, yep, that's the other one. And at that point, this guy will then kind of lift out, and you got to be careful because there's a little tiny junior speaker that is snapped in to right in that little cone right there. And that little speaker, you just kind of bend out. You can see the claw tab on that cone. You just kind of pry that back, and the speaker comes out in your hand. So now this dash panel actually pushes forward to unhook, and you can see the unhook right there. You can see how you got to get it pushed forward for those claws to unhook right there. And so you push it forward about 1/2 inch, and it unhooks from these little square boxes here that are open on the front. There's 2 of them there. So when you put it in, you go all the way forward and you pull it back, and you rest it down into your screw settings, screw receptacles there. Then that gives you access to a lot of stuff. Most of it's, I was doing it just for cleaning. And the good thing is all the screws are the same from the bottom way down here on these panels. And this main bottom panel also had to have the fascia for the radio removed because it had screws that were covered up here and here and here. And then I had to take the little shift knob thing and kind of pick it up high and work it through the hole in the piece. The piece is pretty big I have for mine. Let me show it to you here. Mine looks like this, and it goes down under here and holds all the, I'm sorry, trying to work on this, but anyway, you can see the many different little fasteners that hold it. So there are multiple fasteners on the front there. What is that, 5? And then there's one on the side and one on the bottom, and of course the other side. So it came apart fairly easy, but it took a while to get to learn all this stuff and put it in one little video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and you can clean up your Sprinter, make it look real nice, and get to things. There's not much really to get to up top, but it's nice to get it all cleaned up and put back together. So but anyway, I hope that helps you guys, and have a great day. Thanks.